Shalom, everybody. Can you believe it's the end of the week already? We've come to the end of this week's edition of the Israel Brief. And just a reminder that every Monday to Thursday, if you're looking for your headlines from Israel, you can find them right here with me, Rolene Marks, on the Israel Brief, proudly brought to you by Lay of the Land. So let's get into it before we head off into the weekend. And I know some of you are going away on your well-earned vacations. Wherever you go, please go safely. But let's take a look at those stories dominating the newspapers. And we begin with news again from Shin Bet, that's the internal securities arm inside Israel, with an announcement that they have captured 2 Hamas agents spying inside Israel. Now, one is a Gazan citizen who was able to enter Israel because he has a trade permit, and the other an Arab Israeli citizen. They were apparently supposed to spy on the Iron Dome systems as well as take pictures of IDF soldiers around the Ashkelon central station. Now, Shin Bet were very, very emphatic to say that this is Hamas taking advantage of the border situation where there has been a slight lowering of security to try and operate and commit acts of terror inside Israel. Now, I know many of you are very, very frustrated that Israel has a travel ban in place. So are we. And unfortunately, this has been extended until the 29th of December as the numbers for the new Omicron variant continue to rise around the world. Last night, it was announced that Israel will be adding a further 7 countries to the red list as of Sunday. They include Finland, Sweden, Norway, Ireland, the United Arab Emirates, Spain, and France. And they're also considering adding Canada and the United States. This is why, while the numbers around the world do continue to rise and rise. And in some little bit of a ray of hope, Israelis were informed that the government will be waiving the requirement to have bracelets when we enter the malls as of tomorrow. However, we will still have to show our Tav Yarok or green passport, as it is called. In better news, but still staying with the pandemic, Israel announced that we will be donating 1 million AstraZeneca vaccines to countries in Africa. Now, while a list of these countries has not been provided, our Foreign Minister Yair Lapid said he is delighted that Israel can contribute in a significant way to help fight the global corona pandemic. And our final story comes with a dish of ice cream. Yes, we've all been following the proposals and the goings on around Ben & Jerry and their holding company Unilever since the Ben & Jerry's company made that shocking announcement that they will be pulling out or won't allow for sales of the ice cream to take place in what they are calling occupied territory. Well, Los Angeles becomes the first city and the largest city in the United States to put forward a motion to divest from the holding company Unilever. This was a motion put forward at the LA City Council meeting by 2 council members who said that this was as a result of what they are calling Ben & Jerry's immoral commercial boycott. This will see, if this goes forward, this will see divestment of the LA Fire and Police Pensions Fund as well as the City Employees Retirement Fund from Unilever. Now, Los Angeles joins at least 5 states who have enacted their anti-BDS legislation, and as a result, hundreds of millions of dollars are being pulled out and divested from Unilever. We still have yet to hear from Unilever or Ben & Jerry's how these decisions are affecting them and if they will reverse any boycotts. So those are your top stories making headlines as we head into the weekend. Don't forget to check out our website at www.layoftheland.online. You can read my article asking the questions, has Teen Vogue made it fashionable to hate Israel again? Find out what I'm talking about by reading my article there. It's also on our Facebook page. You can find us at Lottel's site. Give us a like and a follow and share our content. We really appreciate it when you do. We are also on YouTube. You can catch our Israel Brief every Monday to Thursday on our channel at the Israel Brief. And if you haven't already subscribed, please help us grow our community there by clicking on the subscribe button and liking and sharing our content. And don't forget, we are also on Twitter at LayOfTheLand5. So from all of us to all of you out there, we wish you a very safe, happy, restful and healthy weekend. We will catch you on Monday with your news headlines from the Holy Land. I'm Rolene Marks. This is the Israel Brief. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and see you next week.